Hey guys, Paul Counts here, and today I want to reveal to you guys a system that shows how the six guys have generated over $300,000 per month in profits selling physical products online. So they were kind enough to give me their slides so I can kind of give you guys a sneak peek into their business operations and how they're running their business. So I kind of want to give you guys a case study, jump over and demonstrate for you how valuable and profitable this can be for you, and again also show you how they can help you moving forward, because as you know, I've been promoting this and letting you know about their eFormula evolution training. So let me just jump right in here. This is a really exciting opportunity for you. It's a tremendous business opportunity with huge upside, and I can tell you without a doubt that I understand how this business model works. I understand how good it can be for you. Myself personally, I've been involved in the sale of over $1 million worth of e-commerce websites. So we're talking the sale of one website which sold for $785,000. I was actually a middleman on that deal, so I actually worked the deal and selling it, and I actually earned a 10% commission on that. So I actually made a very large commission on that sale, and did the same thing, followed it right up with another sale for a paintball business for $250,000. So I've been involved in several transactions. I've got another one listed right now for over $100,000. So I know these kind of websites, e-commerce business. I know the physical product space well. I know that it can make you a lot of money. And like I've said, I've sold over $1 million. So I know I've seen the proof there. And I've also had my own six-figure business. It was a pet business. Unfortunately, we did not sell it. That was when I was brand new online and just got into a partnership deal that just didn't pan out. And so it's just, multitude of reasons there, but actually that business was a six-figure generating business revenue wise for quite some time. So another perfect example. So I do understand this space, and these guys here have taken it to a huge level here, and they do over $300,000 per month selling these physical products. Let me just dive right in here, give you some ideas of things that these guys are doing. So here's a little bit about these guys. This is Steve Clayton, Tim Godfrey, and Aiden Booth here. I've actually known of these guys for quite some time, very well known in the ClickBank space and online. And that's why when I was approached to promote their product, it was a pretty easy decision because of the two people that recommended them to me. One is a guy named Mike Mers, who I have utmost respect for, and then the other one is actually my ClickBank account rep. And one thing about ClickBank that I love is they have been very particular about who they work with and who they don't work with, and so they're very cautious about letting vendors in, for new products in the e-commerce internet marketing type space. And so that also told me right there it's a high quality product. Because ClickBank really reviews products. They want to make sure they're of the utmost quality because it helps them as well. So these guys have a really good product, 38 years of experience, and so they know their stuff: e-commerce, SEO, pay-per-click, drop shipping, selling on Amazon. These guys know how to do it. 208,655 dollars and 19 cents from just one website. So absolutely incredible right here. 34% profit margin. So right there, this is real income from just one of their websites. $70,000 per month in profit. $70,000 in profit. Here is from the first Amazon account, they have $15,233 per day in revenue. And they have a 56% profit margin on that. So they are generating over $8,500 a day in profit. $8,500 a day in profit. $18,000 per day in revenue. $8,600 in profit margin. Now, the cool thing that I love is that these guys are actually demonstrating for you right now in these slides here. They're actually showing you their profit numbers. So they're not just saying, hey, we do $18,000 per day, because they could easily say that, but no, they're actually saying, boom, we made $8,600 profit off that. So you can see how transparent these guys are doing, and that's what I know they're going to be doing inside their training. That's going to really help you in order for you to have a business just like this. Here's an example of just one of their e-commerce assets that they actually turned around and sold for $149,000 on Flippa. $149,000. That's a nice chunk of change that they made. Boom, after building up a business that they made money with, they turned around and sold it. Remember what I was telling you about? I sold an e-commerce business. Was the person in the middle there that helped the transaction go on. I helped a friend sell it and a business associate, and I worked with him because I've got the internet background and worked on finding a buyer. We sold it for $785,000. So I know and understand that these e-commerce websites are an asset. And to follow that up, I wanted to show you a couple of examples here. I'm on a business for sale marketplace called Biz Buy Sell, and I just came across this listing here. It's an internet-based turnkey dropship business teaching the same model that these guys are teaching, using the exact same business model, drop shipping, e-commerce, and actually they're not scaling it near as big as these guys are, but they're asking $390,000, $390,000 for their established e-commerce business, 390 grand. And a lot of sites that they get listed on here end up getting picked up and get sold. I actually generated the lead for the website I sold, was through another site called businessesforsale.com, just like BizBuySell. We also listed on this one as well. Quiet Light Brokerage is actually a website where you can actually buy websites that are profitable, and these guys only represent some of the highest They're website business brokers, and so they go out, they find websites that are of uh, large proportions here, and you can see here these are just some basic e-commerce site. $3.25 million asking price, does $1 million a year. Let's see, hospitality equipment, 1.25 million. Promotional products, 1.1 million. Let's see here, premium e-commerce site, they do scarves. Looks like, yeah, scarves. Okay, $729,000, and notice the sale is pending on that. So $729,000. Somebody's decided they want to get into the scarves business. So that's just one product line, $729,000. So I hope you're starting to see the value here. Here's another one. This was a drop ship business model, meaning they were not actually holding or inventorying the assets, much like they're teaching you in the eFormula evolution. Another, right here, that one went for $700,000. And as you scroll on down here, nutritional supplements, $499,000. E-commerce, another e-commerce business, $530,000. So you get the idea. You get the point that I'm showing you is that this one here is just a part-time business, and it's generating $332,000 in revenue, $36,000 in annual income, $91,900 asking price, because a lot of times you can go 3 times or more the actual income. Actually, on that deal I sold, we actually sold it for 2 times the revenue. So, for example, we were actually doing about this much in revenue, and we were able to get the sale for $785,000. So there's a lot of cool opportunities here. Here's a site right here at a surf water sports e-commerce business. Asking price is $18,000. So another smaller scale thing. So you can see small scale, big scale. You get the idea that these can be very, very profitable. So let me just jump back. Another thing I really like about these guys, they're very transparent. So one thing I noticed as they're going through on these are their slides where they demonstrate, how their business model works. They actually say, look, we've been through the ringers. So they've been through the bust. They've been through a period of time where things just weren't panning out. Things weren't working out with traffic. So they were in the big pay-per-click Google AdWords, bust in 2009, and they were able to recover from that and have a huge success. The thing that I absolutely love about this, personally, is simply because they're very transparent. They've been through the ringer, so they've actually had a lot of success, and then they've had it just basically just plummet because Google changed algorithms, things happen, and they've been able to bounce back and learn from those mistakes and actually move forward. So they're actually protecting themselves. So they're going to teach you how they've been able to protect themselves as well. Here's a big search engine bust. These are all things that have happened to my websites as well. I completely understand where they're coming from. This was an example. In April of 2013, they went from 78,000 down to 6,000 in sales. And the thing that I love about them is they're transparent about this. They're not saying, hey, everything's 100% success. They're saying, boom, we had three different, types of bust ups, and what did they lose on each one? It was all traffic related. So they go in to talk about, their traffic methods that work. So if you want inevitable income, obviously you need to have traffic that's going to be there. So they've developed a three-pronged approach that really helps safeguard against those mistakes that they were running into a lot of times. So they're very transparent in their training. Here's their 500K a month sales system, and so they do 500,000 a month in sales, and then their profits on to some extent are over 300,000 a month. I mean, that's a huge chunk of change. They have, different the market research channels. They sell through e-commerce stores, Amazon, and then wholesale. And then they have three different main traffic sources. So pockets of traffic, and I'll talk about that briefly, organic traffic, and then paid ads. And again, the paid ads is optional. So where they actually really encourage people to get started with a goal of 20 visitors a day. So you can make that one sale a day. And it's all about scaling. So if you can get 20 visitors a day, you can scale it into something huge. So that's the part that I really like about what they're doing. So they go over market research. Some of the stuff they do with their course here is, for example, like they go into the market like acrylic decorations or in injury recovery, for example. That's a big market in itself. Knee compression sleeve, that would be a product, that they find. Car accessories is a market, and the product that they have to target that market is floor mats. And you can go out and find suppliers for that, and I'll reveal this to you in just a moment. One of their pride and joy of their successes was napkin holders. So they went to the dining market and discovered that napkin holders have a huge demand. They were able to get them from a supplier very easily, inexpensively, and get a really good supplier. So remember, again, all you have to do is look for one simple product to start with, and you're in business. Then they have different channels. They have an e-commerce store, an Amazon, and then they do wholesale, which again is another optional strategy. That's where they would sell in bulk once they get a good enough rate on that. So they'll do sales on Amazon, sales on the website, then they get into the wholesale element. And they tend to lean more towards Amazon because the great thing about Amazon is if you do it right, you can get a lot of traffic. And there's just 5 simple things you need to set up an Amazon channel. You just need one supplier of the product, which is very easy to do. There's a site out there called Alibaba where you can find these sources out there of products from overseas. There's one sample of the product. You need one photo of the product, and then a brief description of the product, and then an Amazon account, which is all very easy to do. So once you have these 5 things, you're ready to go to start selling. And the part I love is they break it down into simple goals. So the first goal is to get 20 visitors a day. So find 5 or 6 pockets of traffic for your niche. And I'll explain those pockets of traffic to you. Do organic SEO. So use the right keywords and titles in your Amazon descriptions and on your own website if you go that route. And then all you need is really 20 visits a day to get that one sale because the channels they're leveraging, Amazon and e-commerce sites, the proven templates they're using, actually convert at least one sale for 20 visitors. And here's an example of over 56,000 sessions. They actually sold 6,000 units. So they had a conversion rate of 10.6%. So one sale for every 10 visitors. The next thing that they had going on here, again, that first goal is just to get that one sale a day. So through organic optimization, so optimizing Amazon and Google, 10 visits, free pocket of traffic, 10 visitors, and then paid ads. You don't have to worry about that initially. So all this is with free traffic. And that's kind of what they push you to do is to do it simple and then scale it, meaning you can grow it and expand it to these huge numbers. So once you do something that works, and I teach this with digital product space, if you're making money with your product, then create another one. Or if you're making money doing affiliate marketing on a certain scale, then continue doing that. So just scale it up and continue doing more of that if it's working. And that's kind of as simple as it may seem. It works and it works well. So they do, organic optimization. Again, there's 6 keys to Amazon optimization, which I'm not going to go into entirely because this is stuff they cover in their main training. Now, pockets of traffic. This is where you could go to Facebook, Kindle, Twitter, Craigslist, Yahoo Answers, Quora, Squidoo, Instructables, Pinterest, Vimeo, YouTube, press releases, wherever you think your audience is going to hang out. This basically anything that's not straight from the Google search engine, that's where pockets of traffic would be. So that could be YouTube video reviews, a press release about your product and product line. You could do Facebook ads if you wanted to, but again, their advice, which I completely agree with, don't worry about this initially, just focus on organic traffic first. So this is just kind of a quick rundown, and I think anybody out there could get 20 visitors per day. And the beauty of it is if you can do that, you can actually start seeing sales. And I know for a lot of people, that would be pretty life changing. So this is a real example of their system in action. You're going to jump into a smoking hot e-commerce opportunity right here. So I'll show you an example. They went out to Amazon, they typed in the phrase hammock, and up popped, some market research data so they could actually look at the products that came up. And they just jumped right on over to the site called Alibaba, which is a website where people can go out there and they can outsource products. You can just Google search the phrase Alibaba and you'll come across it. And you'll notice here's somebody that's been in business for 7 years selling these products from overseas. And notice it's just $5 to $10 per piece. This one's been in business over a year, which is quite a long time. And they're selling hammocks for $2.50, for a piece right there. So you notice the difference here in just doing some shopping around. You could actually cut your cost. Now I'll show you how much profit could be made, assuming there's a $40 sales price, because that's what some of these hammocks have been going for. So one of the things they do here, the unit cost after the shipping and everything, shipping off to Amazon, where Amazon warehouses these items. So you're basically buying these items. That's how FBA works. You buy these items from an outsourcer, from overseas, and you have them shipped. And once you get the items, then you turn around and send them on to Amazon, and Amazon will stock them for you. So your sale price, for example, would be $40. Amazon's cut is $8. You have a total cost for the unit of say $7.50. That includes like the shipping cost as well. So your profit per sale would be $22 per sale. So that's really where it's at. So in this kind of a market there, that's just hammocks. You go into any product, see if it's lightweight, because obviously if it's lightweight, it's going to be easier for you to get much lower cost for you. And so there's lots of options there. So that's pretty much it, in a nutshell. They show you this site they use, service on Shopify, and Shopify is the service they use to create these really cool looking e-commerce style websites. So they use GoDaddy for their domains, PayPal for their payment processors, and it works really seamlessly, works really really good. So they have really good templates there at Shopify, and so that's what they're using. Um, there's just a lot of options here. I mean, this is just more of their e-commerce data. These guys really know their stuff. I mean, here's $3.5 million in 1 year in Amazon. So I'm not making this up. That's why I endorse these guys and I give these guys my full recommendation. The one thing I love, it's very easy to scale. Again, scale means you can slowly grow it. So you could start off with that first sale at 20 visits a day, and then you could gradually grow that up to 10 sales a day, 100 sales a day, 200 sales a day, and get to the point where these guys are at, where they're making a huge amount of money. And if you go right here, let's see, and when you say scale too, that means you could actually have 6 different products that you do. So you start with one product, you start making money with it, you get it up to 5,000 a month, then you start another product, get it to 5,000 a month. Next thing you know, you have $30,000 a month coming in, $360,000 a year. So you can see, and this is another Amazon account, 2.8 million. So, obviously it's going to give you lots of freedom. I can speak to that. Once your income starts coming up, you have freedom to be with your family, which is super important. Vacation time, secure retirement, work from home. You don't have to set an alarm. It's just a beautiful thing. And so there's lots of opportunities. And they've put all this together. All their knowledge has been dumped into their eFormula evolution. So they combine 5 critical components: comprehensive training, cutting edge tools, tried and tested templates, VIP access, and 3 layers of support to ensure you succeed. So here's a little bit of rundown of the training. Part one, it's comprehensive training. It's 11 plus weeks of live training sessions. Personally, I think live training is great in the sense, like, obviously you're going to get the recordings, but live training is great because you can ask questions. Sometimes it's delivered more honest, more real, more focused. I do a lot of live training, as you guys know, and I love that style of training. You get 6 plus advanced workshop, advanced training videos and reports, outsourcing secrets, drop ship training curriculum, so you know exactly how to do drop shipping, so you don't even have to inventory any of these products you're getting. An offline blueprint and business resale blueprint, so you know how to sell this as well. So it's designed to get you from A to Z in the easiest way possible. Very good training, and it's going to really help you out. Part two is a premium suite of tools. It's an Amazon opportunity finder. This will help you identify the best money making products on Amazon in a matter of minutes, which I think is absolutely huge because you can go in and go, ooh, there's a good opportunity. I'm going to go out, find a supplier, which are going to tell you how to find the best suppliers. And you can go out there, connect with the supplier, get the products, have Amazon store them using their training. Amazon will store these items and ship them for you. This is a hands free business that you can run anywhere in the world. These guys run their business. Actually, I believe they live in the Philippines, or they have one of their office locations there in the Philippines because they like to work there. It's a lower overhead. They want to work there. You can run this business anywhere. So the next thing you can do, next tool they have is called Competition Spy. It's another program as well. Another very, very good tool. Customer review and acquisition software. You can maximize the value of each customer that you get. And the other tool they have is a description master. It's a tool that allows you to write and format compelling Amazon descriptions. CrowdForce, this is their breakthrough traffic software. It's basically your virtual assistant. It'll hunt down and report traffic opportunities that you can go after for the products you have. So here's kind of recap of just the tools in themselves. There's over $12,597 in value in just the tools. So the tools are there to really help you. They're custom built for them. It's something they use in their business, and they're going to pass that on to you. You're also going to get tried and tested templates. So you'll get a collection of profitable Amazon description, a customer email guide so you can maximize your customer contact effectiveness, phone follow-up script to simplify your follow-ups, outsourcing process sheet, so that way you can outsource this to other people so you're not having to do it, so it's completely hands-off business. An inventory management tracker. It's the same system they use to manage their stock. So really, it's just more secrets, more secrets, more secrets. Templates that work. And so, want to know how $1.3 million a month business is run? These are the secrets. That they offer to you. VIP access, they have a partnership program opportunity, lifetime access to some of their memberships, lifetime access to updates to this course, and so another 3 layers of support, direct access to Daniel, Ryan, Aiden, Tim, and Steve. Ask them any question you like. I know for a fact Tim is very quick to work with the affiliates. I know the response time is great. ClickBank looks for that in the products, and that's why ClickBank is fully behind this as well. Direct access to other members, so you can get peer-to-peer support, which I've seen is a huge element to any course. In fact, it's something I'm going to start adding to my own training. You get access, of course, to their support desk too, to really help you. So again, then of course the secret sauce, their most guarded secrets, they're weaved into this program. They'll teach you an internal promo engine, customer review and acquisition software. All these tools are built in house. And if you were going to do coaching with them, they actually have clients that pay them $12,000 per year. So, there's other bonuses as well. But these guys really just over deliver on value here. So I do want to encourage you guys to check it out. Go on over here to ez.com/eFormula evolution and ez.com/eFormula evolution, or you can click on the link below. And I also have personally put together a bonus package, so I'll just quickly run through that. So that's this. My bonus package is on top of everything they're offering, including the tools, the valuable training that shows them how they're running their six-figure a month business. Everything is covered right there. So what you can see here, easy.com/, eFormula evolution. My bonus. First bonus is a group Google Hangout session, Q&A session with me. So everybody that invests through my link, we're going to get together on a Google Hangout session. I can answer any questions for you about, maybe the e-commerce business model, about your business in itself, maybe the niche you're going after, those types of things. I've sold over $1 million worth of online businesses. Private Facebook group. This will be a peer-to-peer Facebook group with just those that invest in this link. So it's on top of the peer-to-peer support they're offering, and it's kind of just more of a private, intimate setting that you guys can work with. My secret traffic outsource solution. This to me is probably the biggest bonus that I could offer here. This is my handpick service. I've been using them since at least 2009. It might have been 2008, but I wanted to be conservative on that number. It's a service overseas you can outsource SEO services to very inexpensively, and they do a phenomenal job, and they stay up to date with all the latest changes. In fact, I go to them sometimes when I want to get updates on what's working and what's working not in traffic. But this service is something you can use that once you get this going, it's your outsource solution. It's going to save you hours and hours of finding the perfect outsourcer. I feel like that's a huge value bonus. So I'm going to reveal my secret traffic outsource solution to you. WooCommerce training. I'm also going to give you access to my a training that I have rights to on using WordPress to build profitable, easy to manage, and search engine friendly e-commerce sites. You'll get access to that. On July 30th, I'm releasing another set of 5 Power Pack PLR video courses. These are brand new, never before released, and you're going to get my $97 platinum upgrade at no charge. So that's like getting $124 in value, or $134 in value, in real cash value, because that's what it would cost you. You'd have to pay $134 to get the platinum upgrade with that. So this course is going to include a set of ebooks with PLR from a set of content I paid $15,000 for. So I paid $15,000 for a set of content. You're going to get actually the rights to this. You're not going to have to pay $15,000 at all. You're also going to get my proven dropship strategy. So I'll explain to you in just a short video what I used to get all the suppliers when I had my six-figure e-commerce business. The reason I haven't gone back in that direction, it's actually something I'm looking at going into again here in the very near future. In fact, I'm going to be joining right along with you in following through on this similar business model, because I myself am very interested in going out there and doing the Amazon business model, this model as well, because I have a friend of mine that also does this full time. I just happen to be doing very well selling stuff as an affiliate, building my list, doing you know other things, building value with digital training products and courses. So that's why I kind of jumped in. So you got to kind of focus in on what you're good at. But I really get behind this one because I've had success in this space. I know it's profitable, and I want you to check it out. I also want to show you my Google Merchant strategy. This is a strategy I actually used for a client that helped him reach a seven-figure business. So when he bought it, it was only doing about 500,000 a year, and then we started implementing this, and it went up to $1 million a year. So this knowledge here is invaluable, and all you need to do to get my bonus, go to easy.com/, eFormula evolution, and invest in that training. And then what I want you to do is just go on over to my what just go send me an email. So I'll give you my personal email here, paulcountsmarketing@gmail.com, and just send me your ClickBank order ID. So you're going to get it all revealed, to you, my bonus, and I'll start putting these together after this product is finished here in just a couple days. So I'll get back to you with access to these and let you know when that hangout session is, get you access to the Facebook group. So again, just email me, paulcountsmarketing@gmail.com, after you invest in eFormula Evolution. It's only got about 48 hours left. If I recall, it might be less than that at this point. So do take action quick, because those who take action succeed. And I'm telling you, this is a real business model. I mean, this is absolutely huge business model. They're giving you their secret tools. They're giving you all the secret tips and tricks that they use, including their templates, everything, customer email guide, Amazon description templates. They're giving you the training itself on the whole business model, and then all their software tools that were developed in-house that they use in their business. These guys are legitimate. They're making $300,000 a year, and I really think even if you guys could do a fraction of that, let's say just 2% of what they're doing, you would be very, very close to actually having a six-figure business. So, an annual business doing six figures. So, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, this is a huge opportunity. Go right now to easy.com /eFormula Evolution, and remember all my bonuses as well. Have a great day, and I'll look forward to working with you and being in touch with you.